I'm so tired of losing to Omnath. It's time to go try hard. Cue the music. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. I do appreciate that a lot. Today we have a Jeskai control deck. It's kind of like a Jeskai control slash teamer adventure deck, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But this deck is extremely powerful. We actually ran this deck and went 100% with it today in the video that you're going to see in the gameplay footage. But before we talk about the deck and get into the footage, if you're not already subscribed here, be sure to do so, because you are actually 10% more likely to get wins on Magic the Gathering Arena if you do subscribe. That is based on a scientific stat that I just made up. So let's go ahead and talk about the deck. Up first, we have Spikefield Hazard. This one is a 1-drop red. This one deals 1 damage to any creature any permanent, right? Yes, any permanent on the field, so any planeswalker or creature. So deal 1 damage. Instead of killing it, it actually goes to exile, which is awesome. But the big thing about this card is that it's a double-sided with the land. So we actually we have 3 colors, so we definitely want the land as much as possible. It's going to be pretty rare that we play this as a 1-drop, but it is there if you need it, part of our control side of the deck. So let's jump into why this is technically an adventure deck. It's because we run a Fae of Wishes board, which is right above me here. I'm going to go ahead and move my head over and show you guys that at the end. But we have a Fae of Wishes wish board. We run 3 of these, as well as 3 Lucky Clovers. That way we could trigger all of our adventure spells twice. I'm sure everybody by now is familiar with this card, so no need to go too much into that. And then we have 4 Brazen Borrowers and 4 Bonecrusher Giants. I feel like these 3 cards are the best of the best as far as adventure spells go, and we're not exactly a Team or Clover deck where we're trying to get to an escape to the wilds and do big massive things like that. We do big things, but for the most part this is a control deck. We're trying to keep our opponent off of their spells and really set them back as much as possible and slow them down so we can get to our top end spells, which I will show you in just a little bit and what we try to close the game out with. Up next, we have another new card here, Skyclave Apparition. This card is amazing. It's basically a deputy detention or detention deputy, one of the other names, I don't know which one it is, but basically it comes down onto the field. You take a target permanent, you put it underneath the card, it is banished until apparition dies. What's great though is they don't actually get the card back, which a lot of people think you get the card back if you kill the apparition. You actually only get an illusion spirit token that is as strong as whatever the converted mana cost was. So you guys will see this card a lot in the gameplay footage and being used, so you understand it a lot better, but it is a really great control card. Up next, we have 4 Shatter the Skies. This card is always great. If you ever get too far behind, wipe the board, start over, start fresh. You can't be upset with this card ever. It's so good in any sort of control deck, so you're going to need to run 4 of these just in case things get a little out of hand. I'm looking at you, Omnath. And then we have Narset. So Narset is a card not a lot of people are running right now. Kind of made me want to run it even more, to be honest. I like running cards people aren't running, but Narset's really cool because you can actually shoot down a lot of different things while drawing cards, which is awesome. Or you can even just draw the card and not even shoot anything down, and which is even better. You could also, you know, mana fix. This actually came in handy a few different times where I needed the mana fix. I needed that extra white mana or an extra blue mana. So plussing 1 here, very strong, very good. You also get to gain life off of that, and then the ultimate is not bad as well. But most of the time we're not going to even worry about the ultimate. This is where we win the game, guys. We win the game because we play Shark Typhoon. This could be used in 2 different ways. Obviously, you can cycle it or you can play this outright. I prefer in this particular deck to play it outright because we have a lot of spells and abilities we can cast to generate multiple sharks and win the game. You could also just hold up and save up for 1 big shark and basically ambush your opponent because it can't be countered because it's a cycle ability, and then you don't have to protect the enchantment that's on the battlefield. So this is really good because of the utility it has and its ability to end the game quickly. Up next, Seagate Restoration, another really cool flip land card. This one actually has a shock ability on the back of it where you can actually bolt yourself for 3 life and it comes in untapped. or you could draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand plus 1, and then you don't have any maximum hand size. So late game, if you need to refill your hand and then just have a 10 card hand and not even care, this is the card to do that. It also creates a 7/7 shark, just FYI. And then here's the card that's really going to win us most of our games: Inspired Ultimatum. This card is going to hit our opponent in the face or a creature for 5. We gain 5 life, and then we draw 5 cards. So this card is completely busted if you can get it to play. Obviously, the mana is not cheap. It's not easy to play, so there you go. You got your ultimatum. If you can actually pull this off, you get a 5/5 shark as well. You can see how this can get all out of hand really fast. So, and then, oh, this one here. This one's kind of cool. We didn't actually get a chance to play its sorcery side, but it's another board wipe if you ever get in trouble and you need to sweep the board, especially if there's planeswalkers you can't deal with, like Ugin. You're going to go ahead and sweep an Ugin off the board. This is the way to do it. Otherwise, it comes in as a land, which we have 2 of. So, the land base, now this is kind of tricky. I'm not gonna lie, I went ahead and I pretty much net decked the land base. I'm horrible at choosing the proper lands. I'd like to think I'm good at it, but I'm not. I always seem to draw the wrong lands at the wrong time. So I net decked my lands. It's a lot going on here. We got 4 triomes, 2 temples, 1 temple, and then 2 temples. So we run 3 different types of temples. And then we have all of our pathways, squeeze in as many pathways as possible. And then for our normal lands, we have 1 plains, 2 islands, 1 mountain, and 1 Castle Vantress. That brings us, drum roll please, to the sideboard. Sideboard here, we have answers for a lot of different things, particularly, you know, creatures. Omnath is just so prevalent. You want it to be able to take care of as many creatures as possible. And then if you run into, let's say, cycling, you got Tormod's. You know, I don't think I want to go through the whole sideboard because that'll take forever because it's just going to add a lot to the talking here. Let's go ahead and just run through it really fast. Crypt we have to exile graveyards, Glass Casket for creatures, Negate for heavy spell decks, another Lucky Clover in case we can't find one and we have a Fae in hand and we want to really get multiple triggers on these. Pretty rare that that's going to happen, but it could happen. Sorcerer Spyglass for anything funny, any sort of enchantments on the field that you can't deal with. Banishing Light, Jace, just because it's new and I kind of want to try it if it, you know, presents its opportunity, but we didn't actually get to play that one as well. Neutralize, just another good counter. Ashiok's Razor, another really great counter. Teferi, Storm's Wrath, Elspeth Conquers Death. 2 Ugins. This one's important because this is another top end creature or top end planeswalker that we can play that can actually win us the game. So we're actually going to be fetching for Ugin most of the time, to be honest. And then this one right here came in clutch. We might actually even have to add a couple more of these in. Heliod's Intervention. This one actually can destroy artifacts and you can gain life with this card. The life is double whatever the X cost is. So if we have a ton of mana out there, we can actually double our health quickly and efficiently. Otherwise, if we're up against a mirror match and we want to kill some Lucky Clovers, see where I'm getting at? If you want to kill, let's say, Teferi's Tutelage on a mill deck, you got a card here to do it. You could actually just start destroying artifacts and enchantments, especially if they're heavy artifacts and enchantment decks. You can just ruin their entire game in a second. So that card's very important, and you're going to see that come game time. So that's the deck. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. A little late on this, but there are some links in the description below. I saw a couple of you guys followed the Twitch stream, and I really appreciate those for the new follows. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I do see those, and those don't go unnoticed, so thank you. And if you guys want to follow the Twitch stream, it's in the link description below. Instagram, Twitter, all those things are down below. We are small on all those platforms for the most part, except for Twitch. But like Twitter and Instagram are really small, but we do want to grow, and I do want to actually eventually start posting some like clips or thoughts on those things and maybe some deck lists on those as well. So be sure to follow those. I'd really appreciate it. And let's go ahead and get into the gameplay footage. After that, let's get back here and we'll talk about how it played and if there's anything to change. We'll see you then. Peace. All right, here we go. I am officially tired of losing to Omnath and other serious decks, so I'm ready to step up my decks as well. I was playing some mono white, mono black stuff that I still really want to show you guys, but they're a little bit more for fun, and I was getting my butt kicked, so I'm trying to get a serious game in now. Get a serious deck list out there for you. That way I know I can get some wins and get this video out to you by tomorrow. Maybe Friday's video will we'll see if we can't post something a little more fun. I have this really cool mono white deck I really want to show you guys. I think it could be good, but we'll see. All right, got the Lucky Clover turn 2, can't be mad at that. And it looks like we're up against another Clover deck. That's fun. I didn't even want to put Clover in this deck, to be honest with you guys. I really didn't, but I also want to win, so you know. Gonna make me replay my Clover? That's rude. That's rude. We're hitting some really good land sources here. Looks like we're doing pretty well on that. Gonna be able to play our Fae next turn and look for some things to do. I wouldn't mind grabbing a Heliod's Intervention just because we can kill their Clovers. That would be kind of crafty. Oh wow, we're going up against a Cobra deck too to top it all off. This should come in handy, I'm sure. Bonecrusher Giant, huh? Alright, well, maybe we just slow them down and make them replay everything. I know that's not exactly ideal. It's like 1 and 2 cost mana things. Not that tough to replay, but it's something. It slows them down a little bit so we can get set up for our ultimatum. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 3 more lands. Three more lands. How do we do this? So we're really gonna have to play that, huh? I can't be missing land drops, to be honest. I just can't. I wouldn't mind playing this and then dropping in a land and then maybe bounce. No, because then they'll just stomp that. Yeah, maybe we just do this. Lotus Cobra is so much more dangerous. It really is. But I'm gonna take the Giant just because if I bounce the Giant later, which I may have to, then we just basically get stomped and then they get a spirit token. So Beanstalk Giant. What are they gonna go for? They need a red mana for their Omnath, which I know they're playing. Come on, let's be real with each other. We both know you're playing Omnath. Give him a 3/3 spirit token just to trade off with this. Honestly, sure. That token's getting bounced, so why not? Okay, we can play this and we can play the Fae of Wishes. Let's go. Let's go. And then what do we want? So we got 6 mana open. I wouldn't mind. Elspeth Conquers Death. That could be pretty good. Oh shoot, why did I put these in my freaking sideboard? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to redo that. I forgot you can't grab creatures. That's a mistake. Let's go for Heliod. And let's go for our Ugin. That's gonna have to be a post-editing fix. I threw some creatures in my sideboard. I forgot Fae of Wishes can't fish for creatures. I haven't played Fae in a little bit, so that's my mistake. Gonna have to go ahead and figure that out. Ooh, drawing 2 cards off that. Not ideal. Not ideal, sir. Gonna have to take care of all that with this. All right. This comes in tapped. Oh man. Oh man. What do I do here? We could use the 1 and kill that, you know what I'm saying? But then we wouldn't be able to play our ultimatum next turn, which is my ideal. That's what I really want to be doing. So let's go ahead and do that. Flash in a borrower. At least we have a blocker for one of the innkeepers, so they're not going to swing in with that. Ultimatum heals us for 5, so even if we take 5, we're going to heal 5 next turn. So that wasn't the easiest decision to make, to be honest. I could just block too. I don't mind just blocking here. Sure. I don't mind. Protect our life total a little bit. They're dropping into Lotus Cobra. Oh, there we go. Double stompy action. Where you been? Shoot, now I kind of want to do that. Double stompy action? Sure. Then that makes the Lovestruck Beast unusable. And we can play this, but not that. Oh well. Oh well. We'll do it anyways. Say take 3 and go. All right, we're looking pretty good here. I feel like we're really starting to stabilize now. I mean, we were never really in a lot of trouble, but it wasn't looking great. Now I feel like we're looking really solid. That's not ideal. Again, I think we're gonna block just because we're planning on playing Ugin anyways and wiping the board. So let's just go ahead and block. My turn. Gosh darn it, man. You're killing me. You're killing me. I'd really like to play Ugin. This may seem strange, but it at least will put our opponent off a turn. They can't draw a card. You know, Lovestruck Beast is useless. So I think that's the way to go. We swing in for 3. And then we have Ugin ready to go for next turn. I think that was the way to go. If I'm being completely honest, I'm pretty sure that was solid. We have plenty of answers though. So we have another. Okay, they quit. That sucks. I was just about to play Ugin and really get going there, which is what they knew I was going to do. That's why they probably quit. But we also had Shark Typhoon, which was going to get us way ahead. Yeah, we had a lot of good options, and then we had a bunch of answers to a bunch of different things. We could have killed artifacts. We could have, you know, grabbed something or even stomped something to death. We had a lot of answers. So GG's. All right, so game 1 felt extremely strong, and we went ahead and we fixed our sideboard. That was a little bit of a wonky situation. So the sideboard you guys are going to see in the pre-script is going to be the correct sideboard. So got another Lucky Clover. Can't be upset about that. So let's go ahead and play this hand. I like it. Lucky Clover with 2 Brazen Borrowers really set our opponent back a couple turns, and then allows us to do what we need to do. Don't mind if I do. Could be good. It's red as well. We need more red mana. I would like something better, but that's fine. Like I said, it could kill something, so. Opponent's going to be probably a little bit confused seeing the Lucky Clover with white mana, but they're in for a surprise here. Rolling Vortex. This one damages them. Every player casts a spell if no mana was spent to cast a spell. Rolling with. Wow. Wow. That's kind of annoying. All right. Interesting. I guess we'll play this and then just say go. We need 2 targets for the Brazen Borrower. Oh, it hits both. Each player's upkeep. Wow, okay. They're just banking on the fact that they're going to burn us to death. Well, let's make them replay both cards. Really starting to slow them down nice and early. My turn. Temple's very good here. Passageway is also good, but I need to start getting some things going here. Let's go end turn. Yeah, I really need to start getting some stuff going, like cards that do things, not just lands. Scry 1 to the top. Okay, they like that. All right. Just flash this in, start dealing them for 3 damage, get out ahead of them, so that way the rolling vortex actually hurts them more than it hurts me. We gotta outpace our opponent here. Another land. Wait, hold on. 5, 6, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, never mind. We're not there yet. I was gonna say I could probably play that if I shock this in, but I can't. So let's just go ahead and say go. Attack the face. Can't scry yet. Man, we're just short on everything, huh? What's good though is we got another double bounce here, so we can set our opponent back again another 2 turns. They're probably going to be super upset about it, and honestly they might scoop, but how annoying would that be to be set back? Like, that's why, dude, Lucky Clover's busted. It really is. All right, that's fine. Any 2 mana drops? Another rolling vortex. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and say keep those where they came from. My turn. I can afford to shock this in and play Shark Typhoon. I think that's the way to go. And then we're really set up here. So anything in the future that I play now is just gonna be basically generating us unlimited sharks. That feels pretty good. I'm more than happy with that play they just made. It gives us a whole nother turn here to get going on what we want to do. Double Fae of Wishes, because why not? Sorcerer Spyglass would be sweet to put on the rolling regrowth, honestly. What else? What else we got? Oh, we could just kill it. Let's just kill it. I guess we'll just take the same cards we took last game, huh? Heliod's Intervention and our game-winning top end. All right, so this has indestructibility though, so it can't be destroyed, so this actually won't kill it, which is fine. Ooh, what does that do again? Dang, 2 for 2, a 2 siphon, that's not good. This could take care of that though. But it would also, that's only a 3-drop actually, it would be fine. Shark Typhoon would be fine. Maybe that's the way to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 mana short. 1 mana short from a good Ugin here. I like this deck style though, honestly. I like it a lot. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Gonna have to kill, or do I want to just gain X life? Twice X life, so that would be what? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 life, go back to 20, and then hope we get a land for the Ugin, wipe everything out. I think that's a good play. I think that's a pretty strong play. It's instant speed too, so let's just go ahead and pass turn. Let them get hit for 2 here. No one has anything in the graveyard, so the Klothys is not good here anymore, at least for the time being. All right. Once the Ugin hits, it's game over. They're really sending it too. Wow. I don't know if that was the smartest idea on their part. All I need is 1 more land. I also have a Shatter the Sky. I'm more than happy to make that block. Heliod for 10 life, baby. Dang, another shark too. 7/7. I think that's GG's right there on the board. I don't even need Ugin. I don't even need Ugin. Wow. GG's. Wow, this deck is actually so strong. Okay, looking good. 2 games down, 2 wins, baby. Keep it rolling. Honestly, if we keep winning with this deck, if it's like as strong as I think it can be, this could potentially be my main deck. Maybe even try to run it up. I mean, we only have 1 more day left for Mythic. to get mythic, but could be something I might try to do if I have some time tomorrow on stream. Wouldn't mind trying. I like having Shatter the Sky here and double whites, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this hand. I don't like that we only have 2 lands here, but this helps a lot. It helps quite a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna scry. Land is good. Land is good. Land is good. Hit the Triome, and then we can drop the blue, and we can basically abduct something with our spirit. My only question is, do I want to run a clover or 4 clovers in this deck? You know what I'm saying? Or is 3 enough? I feel like 3's enough. And then 1 in the sideboard the way I have it. I feel like that's pretty good. All right, opponent's on some is it drawing type deck. Could have some birds. Yep, there they are. Gonna go ahead and take care of that right now. Just kidding. They're gonna go ahead and pump it. Very nice. Problem for them is I have one of these. And we'll say go. We're almost there. We're almost to our Shark Typhoon, and then we can really start taking advantage of the board. We're sitting on another stomp, which is great. That was a good draw. I would like some more untap land. This isn't too bad though. I don't mind throwing this away. I don't think we're gonna need that. So yeah, I don't mind throwing this away as just a land. Yeah, let's just play this, I guess. Or do we want to leave these 2 options open? Maybe we'll just leave those 2 options open. Or do we want them to? Do we want to force them to deal with this? I'm just gonna say go. There's a chance that we want to play Shatter the Sky and stuff, so let's just go ahead and do that. I think we're fine. And then we can leave open our bounce, and we can leave open our stomp. Opponent's really digging there into their deck and trying to find something that's a threat. There it is. Spell cost 2, that's good. Yeah, so they're gonna scry 2. I don't know if I want to bounce that or not. Probably not. Maybe I stomp my own Skyclave here and then shatter next turn, but that just seems like a lot. I just don't want to I don't want to bounce that. We can't stomp it, and then I don't want to bounce it because they're gonna get to scry again. So that's kind of annoying. Should have done something. I feel like we should have done some sort of combination like that, but it is what it is. All right, no attacks. All right, they're gonna shock that, getting back a spirit, no problem for us. Now I feel really good about Shatter the Sky. I'm more than happy to play it. Then we can start controlling the board. That's a big hit. Hopefully they don't have another one. I bet you they do, huh? They sure do. Wow. Holy cow. Well, that was fun. Alright, well, whatever they decide to play on this next one, fine by me. I'm more than happy to bounce it away. Bounce it away and then get a 2/2. They play nothing? Alright, well, let's go ahead and say our turn then. Beautiful. That honestly couldn't have been a sweeter card to see. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands. I actually think I'm just gonna play this outright next turn. I think that's the play. Play this outright next turn, but then it won't leave us enough mana to do things like stomp or bounce. So could be dangerous. Could definitely be dangerous. Just go ahead and hit the Fae of Wishes, actually. I think that's the way to go. We need to get some more life. Are we really gonna grab the same cards as last time? We might. They just seem to be the key cards here. The matchup we're against though, Negate is obviously really strong. So maybe we just try to win it with the sharks. Let's not worry about getting out Ugin, but we do need to gain some life, so let's go ahead and pass the turn. Negate here is strong against our opponent's massive spell collection. And then we have bounce effects and stomp effects for anything else that might want to come down onto the board. So we have 3 life, but we're actually probably in a lot more control than they are. And they scoop. Yeah, I figured that was going to be the case soon. Feels bad. We didn't actually get to do... I really want to like finish out a game though and like do the crazy thing I want to do, you know? This would have been a sweet card to pull because look, that's 7 mana to draw a crap ton of cards, no maximum hand size, and then we're gonna get a 7/7 shark. Yikes. GG's. Yeah, I'm of the thinking that this deck is probably tier 1. It's going pretty well right now. It's going pretty well. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, man. This is a lot of fun. No blue mana. That's actually a little concerning. A little bit concerning if I'm being completely honest, but the temple is tempting me to keep this. I should have kept this hand. I lost it, and I look at them. They're triple mulligan. Oh my gosh. All right, this might just be a wash. To be honest though, at least they mulligan, you know? Sometimes you gotta have the courage to mulligan, and I never do. I almost never do. Wow. Mulled down to 4. Poor guys. And we top deck the mana we need. Oh man, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. All right, are they on rogues? Could this be rogues? Probably. It doesn't matter really, does it? End turn. I'm just gonna stomp this now before it becomes an issue, because anytime another rogue enters the battlefield, they're gonna mill us again, and we can't have that over and over again. That recurring, that's not good. So another temple. We could use some. We should use more blue mana here. So I wouldn't mind keeping blue mana if it's on top here. Shatter the Sky. No. End turn. Okay, we're gonna bounce that on the attack step. Does it actually mill? Yeah, it mills before the attack, so let's do it now. It mills on the actual attempt of the attack. And they're gonna drown into lock our Brazen Borrower. That's actually not terrible for us. That's not exactly a super strong counter. We're really short on some blue mana though. Man, this is a little bit rough. Might have to just draw a card here and kill that thief. Wow. Wow. Not good. Not good. At least we can, you know. Oh, there we go. At least we could plus this for more mana. Don't need another one. Plus this for mana, gain life. They have something that's instant speed. My guess is a drown in the lock, which is enough to counter this, which is really sad. Okay, Brazen Borrower. Whew. Thank goodness. But that means our Narset's dead. Wah, wah, wah. That's all right. We have an Inspired Ultimatum here. Hopefully it resolves.
This was not my plan.
Hopefully it resolves. Please, for the love of God, resolve. Is this a drown in the lock? Let's find out. Let's find out. It is not a drown in the lock. Let's go. And I think that's a wrap. I am very impressed though at how well Dimir Rogues just did there with only 4 cards when they milled down the 4 cards. That's crazy. They still were in that game a little bit until I hit that ultimatum. GG. All right, here we go. What is this, game 5 or something like that? Undefeated so far. I knew this deck would perform. I really did, and that's why I switched over to it. I was just so tired of losing, like I said, to that, you know, the same old crap you've been seeing. Omnath this, Omnath that. So we need double white for that, so that's our only issue here with this hand. But other than that, this hand looks pretty gas, so I'm gonna keep it. Definitely keeping it. Keeping it real. All right, is this a creature heavy deck? If it is, that plays into our hand a little bit because we have 2 stomps and an apparition, so looking pretty good. Gruul typically means creatures. The fact that they're gaining life off these lands, though, either signifies budget or something weird. All right, gonna go for a red here. Gonna just stomp this now, get this out of the way. Keep them slowed down. That's the name of the game. Slow our opponent down until we can hit our big top end plays. Feeling good. Feeling good. Shark Typhoon has been MVP so far, honestly, of the deck. Definitely gonna take care of that. Play my land, say go. Could really, really use a land now, though. No more messing around. Come on, deck, give me a land. No more funny business. Preferably like a playable plains. That is not a plains, but it is a land, so I'll take it. Red and Narset. I'm just gonna minus here and kill this. I don't know. It's no threat, but I mean, yeah, maybe we'll just plus. It's not really a threat. I'll take the 1 shot to the Narset for 1 damage. Not that big a deal. And we can always get more white mana, so with Narset's plus next turn. That's the play. Narset to plus for an apparition. Maybe even a Shatter the Sky, depending on how many things they decide to play. That has haste. I did not expect that. And they pump each other up too. Oh boy. Wow. Unbelievable. Hey, we hit our white source though. Let's go. It is step closer to our ultimatum. 1, 2, 3, and no. It's not the land we need, is it? I guess it is, kind of. Yeah, it is, kind of. We need 2 lands. Sorry, I'm terrible at math, guys. Terrible at math. Let's go ahead and just put a giant down to block with and say go. Man, we lost Narset. That's unfortunate. Who knew they were going to play a hasty creature? I mean, that's pretty obvious. It's Gruul. They definitely could have had hasty creatures, but I didn't even think, it didn't even cross my mind. That's unfortunate. All right. What are you guys doing? Gem Razor. Oh, good thing we didn't have a Lucky Clover out. That would have been heartbreaking. They're just going for it, huh? Going for it, huh? I block more damage by 1 point this way. I'm shattering the sky, so yeah, I think that's the play. Absorb as much damage as possible here, then shatter the sky. That's why I blocked here instead of here. I know I could block here and survive and kill that, but I think that this way we absorb 1 additional damage. We don't get a card off of it, which is the only downside. But you know what? Actually, I think I'm going to Apparition here instead. Taking this. I don't know. What do I want to do here? Because I just don't want to give them a card. Is that greedy? Am I being greedy if I make this play? That leaves me with what, 3 mana to play Bonecrusher too? I could do that. Yes, you know, forget the Shatter the Sky. I think this is a better route to take. We go Apparition into Giant. I like this play a little bit better because it keeps them off of drawing a card. And they only have 3 in hand right now, so we want to keep it that way. The only problem is we know it's not land because they've been missing a ton of land drops. So it's probably useful cards that get rid of things like Apparition. And then maybe we have to go backup plan Shatter the Sky. But for now, we'll do that and drop a Giant. Say go. I would argue our board state's a little bit better than our opponents, and we have all of our heavy top end stuff here in our hand, so we're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. So we got 1, 2, 3 red sources, 2 blue sources, 1 white source, and all we need now is another white or red source, and we can ultimatum. White or red. Okay, those are the double-sided blue-red, so we still got the double-sided red-white. Looking pretty good on the mana. Ultimatum's looking juicy. Opponent's really thinking here, man. You would think with 4 mana and being Gruul aggro, you would just kind of know what to do, you know? Oh well. I get it. Some people gotta think, you know? Give them their time. Alright. They go to combat step. Will they swing? Do they have balls of steel? Sorry guys, I am extremely tired. I have a pretty tough day job outside, and sometimes it can be a little bit tough on me. Shoot, what do I do here? I need a land, dude. Do I cycle this, or do I just play it and then maybe Shatter the Sky next turn if we can't find a land? Maybe that's the play. Just play this, say go. We block, and then if we can't find a land for this, then we just Shatter the Sky, start fresh. They're gonna have a 4/4 spirit. We'll have a 4/4 shark. No, we won't have a shark. The shark will trigger before. It kind of stinks. That also stinks pretty bad. All right. All right, all right, all right. Fair enough. Oh, you know what I should have did there? I should have blocked here too, just to give him the spirit token now and then Shatter the Sky. Yep, I screwed that one up. Fae could be good, especially because we're going to ultimatum next turn. Let's give him a card. It is what it is. Give him the spirit. Spirit's going to get blasted into next... We're going to blast it into the Shadow Realm next turn, so it's all good. Sending you to the Shadow Realm. Alright, looking good. Gaining 5 life this turn, drawing 5 cards. Honestly, sounds pretty good to me. Sounds pretty good to me. I don't think they have 9 damage worth of cards in their hand for 3 mana, but you never know. I'm a little nervous. Just kidding. No, we should be alright. We should be alright. Man, this game is going really long though with all these pauses in here. What is going on? Get it together, Lucas. Get it together. I think they know they're about to be ultimatumed, so they're just like, you know what? Let's just take our sweet time here. If I were them, I would think I got me on the ropes. So I'd be like really pressing the action here, but I don't know if I'm being roped out of disrespect or I don't know. There may be some cuts here in the edits. I don't know. I hate doing that in post because sometimes I forget. So if there's no cuts, there's no cuts, but boom, boom, and go. Drop a temple, I guess, and say go. Don't need any more mana, I don't think. 39 cards left. Oh, and there's the scoop. There's the scoop. We took him to Scoop Town, baby. All right. We love the deck, right? I love the deck. You love the deck? All right, let's talk about it. Welcome back, guys, from the absolute beating we put down today. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome back. We had a lot of fun with this one, needless to say. This was an absolute blast to play. I think it's very, very strong, and I do think it can hold its own in the meta. I don't think we had an opportunity to play against Omnath himself, but I would love to try and see what we could do against, you know, that overpowered behemoth. But I like it, man. I like this deck a lot. This is going to be one of the first, if not the first deck that I ever say this, but no changes. I think it played, you know, 100%. If it ain't broke, don't fix it type thing. And I definitely know I didn't play this optimally. I know there were some plays I could have made that were a little bit better. So I'm happy with it. 100% win rate. I am going to go ahead and run this whenever I'm feeling down and my rank's getting killed. I'm just going to run this real quick and just get my wins back up. So yeah, that's a short ending to the video. But if you guys at home have any sort of ideas, I'm always open. I love, you know, I want to get the comments going because obviously comments are good for algorithm, but not only that, I get to talk to you guys and meet some of you guys, and I always try to respond to every single one of you, especially if you have a cool idea for a deck. I may not like go out and make the deck, you know, and make another video on the same deck with your suggestions, but I do lock them in the brain for the future, and it does help me come up with some creative ideas. So be sure to let me know down below if you have some ideas for this deck, some cards that may fit in here pretty well. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you made it this far, I always like to give you guys a special thank you, a special shout out from the bottom of my heart, because you guys made it an hour into my video and it means the world to me. So thank you so much. And we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're so close, guys. Not so close. I mean, we're 400 away, but we're growing really fast. So it's close to me. So I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button on your way out, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.